So let's talk about how I transformed or healed my gut. Somebody who lost 40 pounds, made a major body transformation, went down on inflammation, completely transformed. I'm here to break down all the tea here to you today. All right, my name is Jada. Welcome to Jada Land, where we eat colorfully, we move with intention, and we show up. And if that sounds like you, you are already a resident, so welcome on home. All right, so first things first, I'm just gonna be real. I'm so sorry, but you need to know the difference between adipose tissue and genuine bloat. So there are two layers of this. For me, I used to swear down that I was bloated, I was inflamed, I needed to be taking this and taking that to look more snatched, when in reality, I just had a layer of fat, aka adipose tissue, sitting over my stomach, and it wasn't necessarily just bloat, it was quite literally fat that had accumulated over time from not working out, not getting in my activity, and just eating whatever I wanted without a care in the world. Because I see a lot of times people talk about debloating, and the before and after is really just fat loss. Because we spend every single day with ourselves, sometimes it's hard to see the drastic change of us now versus a year ago before all the weight gain. But when I really sat back and looked, I was like, okay, this is more than just bloat. This is, I have more fat on my arms, my legs, everywhere. I have clearly gained some weight. A big part in fixing the appearance of my gut was just getting rid of that adipose tissue. I went on a weight loss journey. I saw results every single month because I was not playing about it. I mean, every single month I was taking videos, watching my stomach go down. That was the focal point for me. I was like, if I don't get rid of any other fat, I want it to be this belly fat, right? But we can't spot reduce fat. So I was just losing fat overall, making sure that I was working out, getting my steps, fixing my diet. So fast forward to me getting pretty much to my goal, pretty much removing all the adipose tissue, aka the fat that I wanted to remove. I would still experience these days where I was bloated that made me appear puffy, and that was genuinely a gut issue and a bloating issue. And at this time when I was losing weight, I was just focusing on protein and being in my calorie deficit. I wasn't too focused on the nutrients and trying to get in my fiber and all these different things. I was just like, okay, protein and calories are king when it comes to losing weight and getting my body to the shape that I wanted to be, and that's really mostly what I was focused on. But once I realized, okay, now that I'm at the weight that I would like to be, I still am experiencing bloating. I'm still experiencing this fluff, even though I made this big weight loss transformation. The biggest thing that I did for my gut was, for one, becoming more regular. A lot of us want the appearance of a flat stomach, the look of a flat stomach, but you are quite literally full of. A lot of times when we are on lower fiber diets, we're not really getting our fiber in, we can be a little bit backed up. Once I started taking my fiber as seriously as I took my protein, that is what changed the game for me. It was like night and day. For one, fiber keeps you full. So as somebody who made a major transformation and wanted to maintain that transformation, having a higher fiber diet allowed me to stay full for a longer period of time, which of course made me not want to overeat, gain the weight back. So fiber was great for that, but also fiber is great in keeping you regular. So I implemented both insoluble and soluble fiber into my diet. The best thing that I could have ever done was to look at the soluble fiber list, the insoluble fiber list, and pick my favorites from each and make sure I'm implementing that into my diet day by day and week by week. Right now, my goal is always to get in 30 grams of fiber per day, just like my protein goal is 120 to 150 grams of protein per day. I treat my fiber goal just as seriously as I treat my protein goal. When I tell you that alone has shifted how my gut feels and make sure I have that daily release that is needed, the difference is night and day. There's a reason why chia seeds went viral. It's not because it's a magic food, it's because it has fiber in it. So fiber helps to keep you full and it helps to keep you regular, keeps things moving. And that just makes me feel 10 times better and 10 times lighter. I mean, some people are not going to the bathroom for 4 or 5, 6 days in a row, and you're wondering why you feel sluggish, why your gut doesn't feel right. Now, on the other hand of that, when you're just starting to get your fiber in, if that is something that you are looking to do, and again, always consult a nutritionist, a physician, whatever, when you're making changes to your diet. But my biggest mistake when I made this change, while it was a great change, here's what I wouldn't do again. I immediately jumped from maybe getting like 10 grams of fiber a day to trying to get like 30 and 40. And because of this drastic jump and not incrementally increasing fiber week by week to get my body adjusted to my new diet, it did the opposite. I bloated for like a week or 2 weeks. It took a couple of weeks for my body to settle just because I made that huge jump. But after that, I was totally fine. My body was completely used to fiber. So if I was doing it all over again, I would make sure I increase my fiber incrementally. Now, what increasing my fiber looks like to me is, I had to do some research. Like, I love blueberries, Berries in general are such a powerhouse of fruit, right? But I learned that raspberries, which aren't my favorite, but they do have more grams of fiber per cup than blueberries, for example. But a great way for me to get in my fiber week by week, you will see these fruit jars. So like berry medleys, fruit medleys, kiwi, apples. Chia seeds have great fiber. Oats have great fiber. Lentils have great fiber, which is a plant protein. Edamame has great fiber. So I just did my research, and you will see these things implemented into my diet for a reason. Please do not let this go in one ear and out the other. Fiber is so critical. Fiber is very important. And again, it helps to keep you full, which is gonna help to keep you snatched. I know a lot of people are not getting their fiber in because a lot of times, like when you see people post about their Chipotle bowl, people are like, oh, I know you're gonna be in the bathroom. You're gonna be blowing up the bathroom. Oh, I know your stomach was like fireworks. Why? When you think about Mexican food, right, there's a lot of fiber in this food, right? You have the beans, even avocado has fiber in it. Chipotle offers very high fiber meals. So essentially, if you feel like your stomach is going to explode after having a normal high fiber meal, that is not a good thing. It means your body is probably not used to fiber. So when I see people saying that about people having Chipotle bowls, like, oh, I know your stomach exploded. Oh, I know you were in pain on the toilet. Like, that's not normal. If you're normally getting in fiber, having a high fiber meal doesn't really cause this like explosion inside of you because your body is used to it. At least that is my experience. Another thing that has helped me was introducing probiotics and prebiotics into my diet. So a probiotic that I love has always been kombucha. If you guys are rocking with me from TikTok, that means you're a real OG, by the way. If you're rocking with me from TikTok, I tried it once because I heard all the rage about it, and the next day I woke up super snatched and super tea, and I was like, okay, what is the science behind this?
I've tried other probiotics, like probiotics you can buy, and then like, you know, Greek yogurt, but this stomach flat.
And I was like, oh my God, this is what my stomach actually looks like removing the bloat, the water weight, whatever. Like, this debloated me so well. So kombucha is a probiotic. Another probiotic is kimchi or sauerkraut, which are both fermented foods. Probiotics are basically good bacteria. So when they get in your gut, they eat certain foods like fiber and sugars. And during that process, they create helpful stuff for your body. And that process is called fermentation. Think of it like tiny workers in your stomach breaking food down and turning it into fuel that helps your digestion and your gut health. Yogurt is also a great probiotic. So you often will see Greek yogurt in my meals as well. So that's why things like probiotics were going viral. And then we have prebiotics. So we have the prebiotic sodas that have gone viral as well. So you'll find this in things like bananas, oats, garlic, onion, asparagus. So probiotics are the healthy bacteria and prebiotics are what feed this bacteria. And the probiotics need to be fed because they are actually living bacteria. So just like we need food for energy, probiotics need that fuel too. So when they eat the prebiotics, bananas, oats, garlics, onions, asparagus, they grow, survive, and produce really helpful compounds that support digestion and gut health. And let's talk about digestion for a second because that's a big part of, gut health. Going for a walk after you eat is like night and day for digestion versus just laying down or going to sit down after you eat. Even if it's a short little 5 to 10 minute walk, I do like to walk after my meals and just be a little bit active just to help with that digestion. Also, chewing your food properly. I used to swallow my food and I still struggle with this. I've always been a fast eater, but I remember one of my videos went viral where I was talking about slowing down while you eat. For one, helps you stay fuller longer. Your body can actually process and has time to process, okay, I'm full, and then feeling like, oh, I'm still hungry when you haven't even given your body time to digest and process everything. So that is important too. And I also want to talk about sleep because sleep is criminally underrated. There is a reason why after you get a true good night's sleep, you wake up with that quote unquote morning skinny. Not that that's what anyone should chase, but there is a reason for that. When you get good quality sleep, meaning you had enough time to sleep and you had quality sleep, you're giving your body time to do what it needs to do while it is sleeping and restoring your body overnight. There is a reason why you wake up looking snatched and looking tea in the morning. Bad sleep can really mess with your digestion and your bloating, but also bad sleep can spike your hunger hormones, which will make you overeat, which can make you gain weight. And sleep is really important. And that's one thing that's something I'm the least disciplined about on my journey, but it's something I am actively trying to change week by week because I know that it is important. And I see the difference between when I get 8 hours versus 5 or 6. Let's talk water intake because I did talk about fiber. You need to be matching your water intake with the fiber as well because fiber without enough water can actually make your constipation worse. So please use that water to help move that fiber through your system to help you digest your food a lot better. So I get in a lot of water per day. Y'all see the lemon waters and stuff, but I'm drinking a lot more water on top of that. And also your gut really thrives on variety, right? So a lot of times I'm an example of this. I do blueberries raspberries every week. I try to switch it up every now and then. I do the same color every week. We eat colorfully here, but I do find myself grabbing the same color every single week. I'm reading up on a lot of stuff that talks about the importance of diversity in your foods and diversity in the colors that you're eating, aka the fruits and vegetables. So if you had, broccoli last week, try to do a new vegetable the next week. And we should be having multiple colors, multiple fruits, multiple vegetables, and just a wide variety of these colors in our diet. And that really helps to improve our gut health. When I watched that gut documentary on Netflix, I can't remember what it was called, they talked a lot about how we should be eating like 40 plants in a week or something crazy like that. Just having diversity with the vegetables and the fruits that we eat. And that is something, again, that I'm working on. But I'm not gonna lie, if y'all watch the prep videos, y'all already know I do get in my color, but I kind of rotate the same colors. The research is showing it's important to get a variety of colors in. So for example, I always get spinach. So this week I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do kale. And maybe next week I will try something else. A big part of it for me was understanding the difference between adipose tissue, like, oh, did I gain weight, versus bloat. And then once I got down to, okay, this is bloat, looking at my diet, what I was putting into my body, and looking at my bowel movements. Okay, I am not regularly going to the bathroom. Something is amiss here. Getting that water intake up, making sure my fiber was high, getting in my colors, probiotics, prebiotics, and that has been a game changer for me. So yes, my weight loss journey has definitely transformed my physique for sure. But once it got down to, okay, no, this is the actual bloat and just me being inflamed and me having to figure that out, because once I got to my goal, I was like, okay, I'm here, but I don't really feel like I'm here because I'm always puffy, I'm always inflamed. Why? Okay, I was eating a lot of processed protein snacks. I was not getting in my color. I was just hitting my calorie goal, which was fine, but I wanted to actually feel good. I actually wanted to look like the work that I put in. So those are the things that have helped me. If you have anything that has helped you, please comment that down below, because we are a community and we help each other. And if you're looking for meal inspiration, I have the cookbook with over 50 recipes, and it's interactive, so you can actually click the QR code and watch me create them. But without further ado, we're gonna wrap this video up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.